How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Hellraiser Ultimate Pinhead figure, based off the 1987 movie of the same name, Hellraiser, starring Doug Bradley as Pinhead, and written and directed by Clive Barker, who the movie itself is based off of one of his stories, The Hellbound Heart. So we're going to take a look at outside the box, and then we'll get them opened up and take a better look at the figure. So on the front we got the awesome artwork of Pinhead with the configuration box. He'll tear your soul apart. Yes, he will. Demon to some, angels to others, definitely. Yeah. Hellraiser logo on the side, NECA Real Toys. Got some great photo shots of the figure on the back, with the different heads as well as some different poses. Funny story about this figure. I know I mentioned it before, but I originally saw this figure in Target, at my local Target, and then I ended up passing on him because I found something else that I wanted more. So I was like, oh, I'll just come back and I'll get him again. Went back, wasn't there. So then a couple months go by, same thing, saw him again, and there was something else that I ended up picking up, and I was like, okay, I'll get him next time. And I haven't seen him since, so I actually was able to pick this guy up from the folks over at The Last Toy Store. I know I mentioned them before, but I definitely give them props for the quick shipping, great customer service, and the fact that they had this and it was they were having an awesome sale. I had to pick them up, and so thanks guys for having this guy in stock. And then on the other side we got Hellraiser logo again, NECA Real Toys. Let's go ahead and get the flap opened up. Beautiful photo shot of the figure, and then there's the figure itself in all its glory with all its accessories in the window box. So let's get them opened up and get a better look at the figure. So let's go ahead and take a better look at the figure, guys. One thing I have to say off the bat, that I did find him a little hard to stand, so I ended up having to use a little stand for him. Other than that, I mean, as you can see, the figure looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, all things considering, right? But really dig the attention to detail on this figure. Really awesome. Go ahead and start off with the articulation in the head. And let me say, for starters, the pins on here are absolutely incredible. The coloring, everything, I mean, just, I don't know if this video does it justice, but I mean, the little details there in the eyes, and yeah, I mean, this is a really solid head sculpt, I'd have to say. As for articulation in the head does rotate. I don't think it'll rotate. I mean, I guess it could rotate all the way around, but I feel like the flap back here, well, I mean, it's a bit of a soft plastic, so I guess you could rotate the head all the way around. But yeah, I think that would hinder the movement or the rotation in the head. Head does swivel, but yeah, that's about it. And the pins themselves are soft plastic. They're not hard plastic, so you're not gonna prick yourself. I would say be very careful, because it looks like, I don't know if you could tell, some of these are kind of bent. So I would definitely be careful with the pins, because they seem pretty fragile. But beyond that, solid head sculpt, I'd have to say. As for the arm articulation, it doesn't seem, well, yeah, arm comes up almost about 90 degrees. Arm does rotate all the way around, and it looks like the arm is got a double joint in the elbow. So that's pretty cool. Doesn't seem like there's too much rotation. There's a little rotation in the forearm, not too much. It is new out of the box, guys, so I don't want to have a video fail or anything like that. Hand does rotate all the way around, and the wrist does have some articulation as well. So as for the other arm, same thing. Does come up, I will say, almost 90 degrees. Gotta be careful because it seems kind of stiff. Again, guys, new out of the box, so I don't want to have a video fail, so I'm gonna be very careful. Does rotate all the way around. And as I mentioned before, has double joint in the elbow. Wrist rotates all the way around. And hand does have articulation as well. As for the torso itself, it does come on a ball joint, so it seems the top of the torso does have some articulation. Doesn't have much, but I think it's because of the way the mold is back here on the jacket. There's a little bit of articulation, but not too much. The other thing I would have to say be careful with, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but there's these two threads here. These two threads actually, when we get into the accessories, I'll show you, these are for some of the torture weapons that he has, or devices or tools or whatever you want to call it. As for the bottom, he actually has like this sort of nylon soft, I guess it would be like a faux, it's not really a faux leather, it's more like a nylon, I'd say it's more like a nylon cape or skirt, and it does have a wire at the bottom, so you can shape this. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can kind of shape it however you want, like if it's in motion, you can have it sort of wrap around him, stuff like that. For the sake of this video, we're going to kind of move it out of the way, just so we can see the articulation of the foot, or the leg, sorry. Leg does seem to, yeah, he does seem to do the splits, so that's kind of cool. But it is, there goes the stand there. Does come back, does come forward pretty well. There is a single joint in the knee. Doesn't seem like there's any rotation in the knee or the thigh, and it doesn't look like there's any rotation in the foot because of the way the shin guard is molded to the leg. It does look like there is some forward and back movement, but this is pretty stiff, so I really don't want to damage the figure. Again, guys, like I said, out of the box. As for the other leg, it's going to be the same thing. Comes up, comes back. Should be able to do the splits. So think of, yep, you should be able to do the splits, no problem. Actually, again, man, this is pretty stiff. So just go slow. Well, I'm not going to force it, guys. Again, it has a single joint. No rotation. And goes a, yeah, this one has a little bit, yeah, not as much give as the other foot. But I mean, I gotta say, the attention to detail on these shin guards and on the suit itself is absolutely incredible. Really, really, really true to the figure. They really do the figure justice, or the character justice in this figure, rather. On the front, just go over a couple things. As you can see, we got the blood stains all up in there. Pretty hardcore and gnarly. If you've seen Pinhead, or if you've seen Hellraiser or anything like that, you know it's a pretty hardcore movie. But yeah, good stuff. He even has a little bit of blood there on the hands. I don't know if you could tell. Kind of like blood stained a little bit. As for the back, same thing. I mean, that very sleek, awesome attention to detail on the mold and the sculpt of the back here. So really solid figure, guys. I'm super excited to have him now in my collection to go along with my other slashers. As for the accessories, guys, he comes with 4 interchangeable hands, kind of open hands. He's got a couple open or closed hands, actually. Very nice sculpt, I'd say. The attention to detail, again, NECA knocks it out of the park with these guys. It's absolutely nuts. But as you can see there, you see the veins and you see the weathering and stuff like that. Very nice. And you see a little bit of the, I don't know if it really picks it up here, but you see the blood on the fingers, the stained fingers there. Really solid, guys. I really dig this. As for the other 2 hands, he comes with 2 open hands. Also, they got the same continuity where it's like blood stain. You see the veins there, and very nice. Very I wonder if that's supposed to be blood or... I don't know, it's kind of dark. Maybe it's supposed to be like dried up blood or something, who knows. But again, guys, very solid, very sweet looking figure, I have to say. He also comes with 2 boxes. One is the configured box. And to get this kind of detail on something this small, I praise NECA all the time, because man, this is a really solid accessory, especially for something like this that's so intricate like that. I mean, NECA time and time again knocks it out of the park. I can't praise them enough. There's also another configuration of the box where it's been opened or configured, sorry. And again, yeah, really solid attention to detail there, guys. I can't praise NECA enough, man. They knock it out of the park for sure. Up next, guys, we got some of the torture tools that Pinhead has in his arsenal. One is this really gnarly sort of a handmade, a sort of like hacksaw hook thing. Yeah, the blood there, the blood wash over that, and yeah, it's really sweet. You see the wear there on the handle there, and it's got a little metal ring. So again, I mentioned this before. It is gonna go on. It can hang on the little string on the belt there. So I'll put that on there so you can see how that's gonna look. And up next, he's got like a little carving knife. Really solid, guys. The blood wash there, the dried blood on that. He must have just used it or something, but you see the weather on the handle there. And again, also has that little metal ring that'll hook onto the belt there. Finally, he has, like, I guess this would be considered like a bone saw. Very bloody, mind you, and very crude looking, I have to say. Yeah, it's just all bloodied up and looks actually really awesome. As well as the handle, again, looks weathered and worn, like it's been used. That little bit of detail there, man, I'm always floored by NECA's accessories. Aside from the figures, the figures are absolutely gorgeous. But little things like that is just, man, they just absolutely, NECA knocks it out of the park. And there's a ring. So, last but not least, guys, we got the alternate head sculpt, which I have to say is absolutely incredible. Look at that face. Clearly, he is mad at somebody, and I hope it's not me. But, yeah, the attention to detail in that face is, like, just intense, man. The teeth there, the eyes, I mean, the little pins look incredible. Even, I don't know if you could tell in this, in the video here, but you see the skin being stretched there. Yeah, I mean, this is a solid head sculpt. I mean, I don't know whether to display it with this head sculpt or the default head sculpt. I mean, they're both pretty insane, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, I might change it out and use this one when I display them. But other than that, guys, let me go ahead and do a quick, put the little torture tools on his belt here so you can take a look. It really just hooks on, so it's actually pretty easy. So you just get the thread and then kind of, you can just hook it in. And it's not, you can be a purist and kind of hook it in however it is really on the movie. Me personally, I mean, I'm not, and fail. But yeah, they are kind of, so yeah, I would definitely be careful also, because obviously you saw how easy that one fell off. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, they just sit in just like that, and it's pretty simple to just get them on there. Again, it is kind of hard. It is kind of easy for them to fall off too. So I would definitely be careful with that. And I didn't lose it. It's just right on the table here. So that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the figure, as well as are you a fan of the Hellraiser film series? Have you read the book? Which is your favorite movie? Which is your least favorite movie? What do you think of the remake that came out exclusive to Hulu? I'd definitely be curious to see y'all's thoughts and opinions on it. My favorite of the Hellraiser series is actually Hellraiser 2. I feel like they really upped the ante in that movie, and they, yeah, just all around from the score to, the performances from Doug Bradley. I mean, added more backstory to, Hell and Leviathan and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. But beyond that, guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks for coming back and for the continued support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I can't thank y'all enough. So take it easy. We'll see you in the next video, and have a good one.